Welcome to Adventure Quest. This is a very, very old game, and I know it's a very it's stretching the definition of an MMO, but I think this is like one of the original MMOs because technically you have to log into your account and you play it. It's just weird because you play it in like a single player fashion, but you're technically playing with other people. This is by a company called Artix Entertainment. This thing was also like a classic. People used to play all the time back then. This game has 1.5 thousand followers on Twitch, and for some reason, it's still going. Artix Entertainment is still making games. They've even made a sequel to this. But today we're going to be playing a bit of the original. Greens and salutations. Where's the music? My name is Artix von Krieger. I'm here to help you make your character. Please put your new character's name. Do not use your real name. Jonathan Wick. Click on one of the character classes below to choose your starting character type. You can later change to other classes, more advanced classes. We'll be a rogue. As a child, I loved being a rogue. It sounds cool. I want to look like him. How do I look like him? I want to look like you. Yo! Your name, okay, your character's finally ready. Visit the magic shop if you want to go on. Okay, cool. Jonathan Wick. Now, this used to be a Flash game. That's why you have to download... Oh, God. What happened? Your weapon powers up to match. The weapon... What? This used to be a Flash game. The reason why this game you have to download to play the game now is because Flash is discontinued. It's interesting to sort of know that Flash is like... The death of Flash probably almost killed like a bunch of companies and they had to get really smart, really quick about how to like preserve their games. But I'm glad that a lot of them were able to. Now, this is a very, very old game, so we're going to continue the tutorial. I don't really know what to expect. This is a very, very narrative-heavy, turn-based RPG where you go around and you click on a town to move around. It's a very, very, very old style of game. Nostalgia? And it was primarily played in your browser. There weren't any crazy controls. You couldn't use WASD. Again, this was during a time when browsers were very, very limited. I think this is one of the first, more popular browser games back then. If you don't count any MUDs, which I think pretty much all of them you required like a full download. Because I'm pretty sure back then they didn't bother making like any crazy clients for a browser because the technology just wasn't there yet. So expect this to be a very, very chill, very boring stream. Nothing crazy is going to happen. I promise. And I've never broken a promise like that in my entire life. Greetings and salutations, Jonathan Wick. Okay, thanks. Great forces, both good and evil and everything in between, are gathering strength across the lands. I also want to point this out here, okay? This character is the OC of the CEO. I'm pretty sure this character is the OC of the CEO. Like, this is their self-insert into their game. You don't just call them MUD, you do MUD. I don't know. I used to call them MUD. But because MUD is like technically like an acronym, I started calling it MUD because I wasn't sure, right? And I didn't want the graybeards to be mad at me. MUDs were awesome though. You're gonna love next week. You're gonna love next week. If not even tomorrow. You're gonna love it. By the way, you said that you were a twink before, but I actually did think you looked quite bearish on yesterday's sword stream. No. What I said specifically was don't think of me as a twink. I'm definitely a bear. So thank you for agreeing with me. My sword, listen, when I held my sword, my long sword, my long sword is longer than this guy's axe, chat. My long sword is longer. My Italian longsword is longer. My Italian longsword named Kentucky, in honor of Delicious in Dungeons Kensuke, is longer than Artix's axe. A gathering strength across the lands. New quests in the Warriors happen weekly, so there's always something fun to explore. And I'm not even kidding you. It's either this game or the MMO. There's a Moist Critical event going on, where you talk to Moist Critical. And I don't know why. First, let's take a quick tour of town. The little red fellow on the left is Twilly. I thought that said Twinkie for a second, and I was like, that's a very interesting name. Twilly is a Moglin. They are a peaceful race, and most Moglins practice nature, magic, and healing. Julie has many quests for you to complete, and will share with you any rumors he has heard. Moglins just love gossip. Just say hello, and he gets quite talkative. Now, let me show you the buildings in town. This is Yulgar's Inn, a great spot to rest your weary bones after a long day of adventuring. Yulgar is also the town's blacksmith and sells all types of equipment. He sells general use armor. Okay, yeah, just sell stuff. Okay. Rabina, I didn't know. Frogzard? What's a Frogzard? Visit his shop to find... What's a Frogzard? Combat trainings, okay? Sure. Pet shop. Okay, pets. This was the thing that I really wanted to get, but most pets were hidden behind a membership. This is, by the way, this is like your average MMO, but unlike your average MMO, the subscription fees for this are comparable to something like, larger MMOs. Like again, whatever you know about MMOs, it pretty much applies to this too. It's very much the same model. It's just you play on your own isolated map for like things. It's very interesting. It's the MMO for introverts. It's the MMO for introverts. A Warlick's magic shop, yeah, Warlick staves, sure. The housing shop, okay. Buy a home, okay, or build an army. What? Look for a quick adventure. The random set of monsters for you to battle. This hero is the Guardian Tower. Guardians elite liberators of lore with access. Okay, cool. Ah! Why was that so loud? Uh-oh, that sound came from the edge of town. You mean that giant explosion? Yeah, I know the sounds of the undead. Aha, I knew it. A foul death knight approaches. With my help, Jonathan Wick. We'll send this bag of bones back to the nether from which it came. But first, I'll explain to you the basics of combat of lore. On lore to you, Jonathan Wick. Move your mouse over an enemy's fortress to view their stats. This warrior is granted more power as the souls of the dead who fall before him find a new home in his body. Combat defense is the enemy's base chance to block a melee range. Basically, the game's a JRPG. The game is a JRPG. There's nothing to it. It's a JRPG. But you wait for your turn. So you have to wait for your turn as like a JRPG, and then when it's your turn, you can do certain things, right? You can choose to have your ally attack, you can cast spells, there's different skills and stuff. It's a very interesting game. Artix is a high-level character. I want him to like slam this guy hit myself. What assists you 0-5? What do you mean 0-5? What's that mean? No, all attack then. Wait, the animation seems kind of sick though. What's the nostalgia? Sound effects. What's that? Set equipment? What? Stats. More. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes. And the sound effects. Like there. There we go. Wait, display battle frame rate. Why is it? Yeah, why is it so slow? Ready inventory before auto graphic speed adjust. What? Finally, you don't have to socialize in the social games. Yeah, exactly. Now you can play your single player MMO experience with your AI companions when he does light damage and like nature damage. And that thing does like a bone attack. Now as a child, this game was the shit. Okay, again, Final Fantasy X captured the hearts of like teens all around the world with Heartthrob Tidus and him and Yuna's love romance, right? But for all the kids who weren't allowed to play the game and who were too young to understand just how cool Blitzball was and just how much of a cuck Waka was, you had this. You had Adventure Quest. And boy oh boy, was this game great. You spent a long time playing this game. And I remember back then, there used to be an energy system where I'm pretty sure you had to like wait to either gain energy or to recover your like health or like something. So the game would take you like years to play because unless you were a member, you just wouldn't be able to like play very often. Imagine like Candy Crush, basically. Yay, Jonathan Wick leveled. The coolest classes were also locked behind the membership, like the Vampire Hunter or the Werewolf. So you weren't able to actually play as really cool like classes. Although I do look like a budget Dragon Ball Z character. The undead do not usually appear this close to the hills of Babylon. Yes, by the way, the town is called Babylon because you battle on this hill. Oh no. Giant undead demon monster. I will say, honestly, compared to what the game used to look like, they've definitely seemed to like have upgraded the looks of the game and like the general feel of the game. It feels a lot more high quality compared to what it was, but also the limitations of the platform come to bear its fangs of how laggy it is. Dracoth, he's incredibly powerful Draco Lich. I'm dead. Jonathan Wick. No! Undead monstrosity. I shall send you back to the grave and avenge Jonathan Wick. This game. Yep. It's a very interesting game. The Boatman. Now, you thought Hades 2 was doing Greek mythology? No. The first game to do Greek mythology very well, I'm not even kidding you, was Adventure Quest. Before Hades 1, there was Adventure Quest. Have a little accident, did we? Welcome to my realm, unfortunate one. Yes, fear not, even that there's much of adventure to be had, yes. You did one of your first programming projects on this game. What does that mean? That's just a fancy way of saying you built a bot. That's just a very fancy way of saying, yeah, I built a bot to play this game. Okay, so Greater Destiny. Okay, give me back my Destiny. Jonathan Wick, I knew you would not be defeated so easily. Or you should get appropriate equipment. Use some spare light weapons. Tell me which one you want. You built a bot. Yep. I kind of figured. Chat. I know the axe is like cool because like that's like it's a CEO. The CEO self-insert uses the golden axe, right? But I think we should go for a shimmering crossbow because this actually looks pretty cool. I do like crossbows more, overall. And a ranged weapon, right? Ranged weapons are great. Wait, you can buy all of them. Oh. Wait, how many of these can I buy? Well, that was easy. Alright, cool. Leave. The coincidences. I'm telling you, like this game was like huge. This game was very popular back then. At least in the West. I felt like in the West it was very, very popular. Like everywhere else, I mean, in the East it was Ragnarok Online. In the West it was this. No. In the East, it was EG.com. IJJI. I know you know IJJI.com, EG.com. And before they shut down. That website with all those fun little mini games that you would play. And honestly, I have nothing else to say about this game. You know what's crazy about this game too? This game has actually had many different sequels too, or different types of games in the same style. They expanded their JRPG sort of like formula to other sort of universes. There was a mech warrior, or sorry, not a mech warrior. There was a mecha version of this game that I thought was really cool too. And that one had actual PvP, like live PvP, which was sick. It was their first actual like multiplayer game where you had to socialize on some level to like do things. And I enjoyed it because I enjoyed the PvP aspect. But you can't go wrong with this. Also, what does a bot do in this game? It's a JRPG. You know, you can just do like an auto hotkey script to like click attack like once every like 5 minutes, right? And you get the same experience. I'd like to tell you about classes. Oh. You gain access to class abilities. Oh. Class, okay, yeah, okay, sure, okay, cool. Wow. I remember this character. Everyone's favorite character was like her. You gotta be honest, you think the only Flesh games... The Flesh games, yeah, exactly. The Flesh games. You played with the Spider-Man porn ones. Oh, like the adult section on like New Grounds, yeah. That was also a popping place, yeah. Everyone loved that. But this stuff was popular too. Again, I don't know how a bot would have made this... Who would have made this any better, because it's like... I don't know what you would have done in this game to bot. It's just a bunch of menus and like fighting constantly. Did AHK exist back then? Because you certainly didn't know of it. I think it existed for a while, but that's a good question, yeah. Because again, this game has been up for like at least 20 years now. Again, this is a 20-year-old game, which I'm still very surprised about. Forums! Oh my god, chat, the forums are still popping. Yeah, they're wow, chat, the forums are really popping. The forums are really popping. Wow, that's wow. Really popping. I feel like they shouldn't even bother like linking you to the forums at this point. Not that it's bad, but it's just it's like if you link people to the forums, I feel like that's just you're setting yourself up for like failure. Choose a friend to adventure with. No, I want to go with Artix, the CEO. Upgrade within 72 hours to unlock extra pet perks. You get a Fire War Pet, Gatekeeper Blade, Spear plus Spell, and bonus Z tokens. How much does this cost? You mean that's what a bot does for any game, though? Plays the game? Well, I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know. Like, I think of bots for like more complex games. Games where you need to like do certain patterns, or like, where it's tedious, but it also isn't like simple to like do automatically. Like, or like mindlessly. Like a bot for RuneScape, for instance, right? It needs to look for trees and like click on them. Whereas in this game, all the buttons are in the same place always. I don't know, I just assume bots should be like more complicated. Anyways, let's see how much the Guardian is, chat. Let's see how much this will cost. I have to sign in again. Okay, I'm too lazy. We're just playing this as like a shit post. This isn't really meant to like be anything. Limited time shops. Cinco de Mayo. I don't know why they got me. I don't know why that got me. Like it's a real holiday. It's a great holiday. It's just funny to see this 20-year-old game still selling stuff and then being like, yeah, Cinco de Mayo. The Zaragoza. I'm gonna only be purchased by Guardian characters. Not high. What does that mean? May the 4th. Kaminari no Hishus no Hoshitsu Hoshitsurugi. It was your first programming experience. You like troll yourself. Sorry, did the program sent you the AI bully? I'm sorry, chat. I was just sorry, chat. I didn't mean to, chat. I'm sorry, chat. I'm not downplaying your programming work. I'm not downplaying you as a person. I'm just curious about what it did, okay? I actually do enjoy it. But you should feel bad. No, I'm just kidding. You shouldn't feel bad. But that is funny though. I was 12 years old. Sorry, did the program sent you an AI bully? I was just curious. It's just because I'm always curious about like how like people decide to like make like stuff, right? Magic is a vast expanse. Skip intro. What is this? Good day, Jonathan Wick. How can I help you? I don't know. Do you know the place we could go for practical lessons of Battle Mage? Okay, sure. Wizards. Uh-huh. Maybe you could try to buy us the spell quiz and try them out in the field. It literally played the game for you. Grind the shit out of it while you were at like school. Wait, how though? Did you do like was it the combat loop the entire time? Listen, back then I didn't even know that you could actually like grind the game. I thought you had to do like only quests. I remember getting like soft locked at some point because the quest was too hard for my level, and I only found out about the random battle because somebody in my class was like, "Dude, why do you keep doing this quest and like dying? Just like click on the mountain over here." I was like, "What the fuck?" Mage training. Uh-huh. I need some rest phrase. A skilled mage's touch. What? Okay, wait. Also, what was your favorite class, chat? Because now now that we know that you've like played this like game, I'm so curious about what your favorite class was. Because everyone has like a very different favorite class, but it's always the same three that I found. Let's find. How do you become like a vampire hunter? How do you become a vampire hunter? Wait, travel map. Here we go. Where did the vampire hunters go? Deathwalker. No, the farm. Where's the vampire hunters? The crossroads. Huh. Paladin order. Martial artist. Terror set. They're truly terrifying set of armor. You ever remember what the classes were even? I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Who are you? I am Terror. I am Master Terror, Jonathan Wick. How could you not know that? Hi! You owe me for a barrel of Muglenberry juice and a bar stool. Uh-huh. Sure. Yogar, come with me. What is this? Versus the horror, level 11. I think I'm dead. But yeah, no. For real though, I actually do commend you for making a bot for this. Because as a 12-year-old, that's like very impressive, right? It's not as impressive as like a sentient AI, but you know, can't expect too much of all of you. I was like 12 years old. Sorry, I didn't program a sentient AI. It's sad face, Sag, bully. I love the fact that you use feels bad, man, just in the middle of it. Oh, that's actually funny. That's so funny, holy bully. I'm gonna flee. I think I'm doomed here. Okay, let's flee. What's SP? What is SP? What's that? Uh-huh. What do I do? Lalosia. Lalesia? Vampire Spire. Leroy. Wait, I remember the Leroy quest. Frost Vale, Dragonspine. Train as a Dracomancer. No, how do I become my Vampire Hunter? Huh? Darkovia. Chat, level 5, we can become a Vampire Hunter. Super penis. Super penis. Okay, let's fight like a monster here. Okay, let's grind to level 5. Hey, do you still have a link to your bot actually? Now I actually need your bot. Because I have to hit level 5 as soon as I can. This is gonna take a long time, by the way, chat. We're doing 2 damage to the monster and it's doing 2 damage to like us. I'm actually gonna lose, like just mathematically, I'm going to lose. I need a new weapon. Is there a pet? Hi. How about a pet? Thanks. Level 5. Level 2. What level am I? I'm level 1? I can't even buy a grass blade? No, that was like 7 moves and as many come up years ago. Just imagine how crazy that is, right? That this game is like this old. That many people have like that we all still remember this like shared experience from that long ago. I still find it to be impressive. Again, that these companies have survived for so long. What? Stop it. Beginning. Weapon. Yeah, here you go. Hey. 3 to 8. Wait, this thing does 5 to 13. Why is this one stronger? Ninja's Breath. Yo! It was a katana at level 1? We have to buy this. Yeah. Armor. Wait, armor. Yeah. What? Okay, something keeps hitting me. I don't know what keeps hitting me. Something keeps attacking me, and I don't know what it is. Shields. Level 1 shield. I got wooden shield. Sure. And then we'll buy like a recovery? No, I don't know. Sure, back. Okay, mail. Letter from Z. What? What is this? What is this? What is this? Wait, I forgot. This is what the game does. So the game is a very exploration-based game where you see a thing and you click on it and you go on like a random adventure, and you just get to have like fun on like a random quest line. Sure. Do whatever you want. Be a necromancer. Sure. And this is how you find like random classes or random items or just random events, like really like rare stuff, by just thinking about it and like randomly stumbling upon it. So do I get to be Invasion of the Mutant Zombie Vegetables? What? He's level 10. I'm gonna die. Oh! You're taking a chunk of carrot with you. You remember though that you started by using mouse simulation but then moved on to flash input simulation instead after you had almost finished the bot. Because it meant that you could have it running in the background. That's a very smart move actually. And it's actually very interesting that you were able to intuit that. Because you're right. Again, as a 12-year-old, that's very impressive. Because as like an adult, I feel like even as an adult, people would like forget about that. That you would want to be able to play the game as like a side thing almost, right? You were a smart 12-year-old. I would have been afraid to like see you. You would have made me feel stupid. I remember now what the Zards were too. The Zards in this game were like lizards. And there's different variations of the lizards. So a Zard hunter was a lizard hunter. A Zerd hunter. Like a Zerg. It's like a Zerg hunter. Like Zerds. But like Zerds. The problem is that it's spelled Z-A-R-D, so it's like Zard. It feels like an insult to call someone like a Zard. I don't know. It feels weird. It just feels bad. I don't know. It just feels bad. I don't really like it. Just buy a pet. No, not you. Heal me. Show me my moral compass. Am I good or evil? I'm nothing. I'm neutral. Give me a pet. I want to buy a grass blade. Wait, is this a... Oh, this is a weapon. Oh. Salad shooter. Oh. So we get like a pet. Gavlax. Gavlax? Not enough tokens to buy. Oh. Okay, chat. Level 5, and we'll get the Vampire Hunter. Animal box. What is this? You found a medium-sized box. Something's definitely moving inside. Probably an animal that was shipped by trader but fell off their carriage. Whatever is inside will surely die if you don't release it. It could be dangerous. We'd like to set it free? Yeah. It's an Arctic wolf. It wants to help me. It wants to repay my kindness by helping me in my adventures for the rest of the day. Yeah, sure. I didn't want to go here. Wait. You only had one screen and you need to be able to go on Lunarstorm and talk to catfishing girls. What is Lunarstorm? Is there a new MMO that we have to add to the docket too for next time? Or is that like a thing? Like a wait. Lunarstorm in Swedish, often shown in the Lunar, was a Swedish commercial advertisement financed social networking site website for teenagers, which is also available in the UK before 2007. Lunarstorm was operated by a company named Lunavoice. Huh. The predecessor to Lunarstorm was it called Style Palace. Was it? Do you know MySpace? Was it your version of like MySpace? Oh my god. You had your own version of like MySpace. Maybe you were ahead of us, actually. Maybe you like made MySpace before MySpace. Shut down 2010? Ah. Well, you know what? One day we'll be able to check these things out in the future. A long time from now. Somebody somewhere is gonna have a hard drive that has a browser cache that still has it there, and somebody from Internet Archive is gonna go find them and archive the website by scanning every single magnetic fluctuation on their hard drive and uploading it to the site, all in the name of preservation. It's bound to happen. This wolf is busted. How many Zards are there? We fought like 5 Zards. You know, sometimes, like, I think about, like, say, playing, like, Final Fantasy or something. Like, say, like, a Final Fantasy 9 run-through. And I realize, like, this is what you would see. Like, as a viewer, this is what you would see. You just see me doing this the entire game. And, like, I don't know if that's fun. I don't know if that's really fun or not. Like, it seems kind of boring to me, but... It's more fun for me to grind it, but for you as a viewer, I feel like you could be doing anything else. Yay, level 3. There's another Zard. There's a frog Zard. How many Zards are... I might need to buy Zard hunting gear. There's a lot of Zards. Okay, my brain is dumb. Give me 1 second. I need like sugar or something. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I forget how like numbing playing JRPGs make me. You think when you're around 12 years old or something, you want to write mods for Minecraft. You wrote a Hello World in Java according to a YouTube tutorial, but didn't know what to do with it next. People on the internet said that apparently needed a compiler, and also the compiler was paywalled. You still wonder whether they were serious and the Java compiler was paywalled at some point in time, or were you just trolled? I mean, there was a version of Java that like you did have to pay for it. Like you did have to pay a license to Oracle, but I don't know anyone who like ever bothered to, and I'm pretty sure like people just like use the free community version since like forever. I'm pretty sure the paid version was like only necessary if you need to do some very, very, very specific work. Otherwise, the community version, I remember it being good enough for like everything. I'm pretty sure. I mean, even now, I still think it is behind like a quote-unquote license paywall, but I don't think anyone really cares about it much. I think both of this at the same time. Not sure though. Lunestone was meant for Swedish speakers though. Meant more classmates were on there and like stuff. Oh, so more of a local thing. In a way, almost a Facebook before Facebook. If Facebook had a teen section, that definitely wasn't like 30-year-olds just like hunting down teens, right? Like it's. I mean, I guess it still happens now, technically. Interesting. Yeah, it's fascinating to know the. There's a lot of actually drama behind. I'm not even kidding. There's a lot of drama behind whatchamacallit, the Java compiler. Back when it like, was like there, and when it made that switch into like a whole different licensing scheme, I think, or like there was some major thing that happened recently with like version 15, 16, 17. That basically like splintered the entire ecosystem away from the official like Oracle Java version into either OpenJDK or Microsoft's version of its own flavor of some JDK thing, as well as a couple of like others. Basically, it actually was like behind like there were versions of it that were behind pretty shitty licenses, and now it's the whole thing is splintered apart. So it's a very interesting problem to have, I find. Sweden book. The Sweden book. The Book of Sweden. Use a potion. Chat, I don't think I'm gonna get to level 5 before falling asleep. But this is like genuinely, I don't know what to do about this game. I just want to do a Vampire Hunter. Because again, as good as this game was as a child, you recognize the flaws as you get older, right? But the thing about this game, again, is you have to realize that if you have no other frame of reference, the narrative that it puts up is still kind of cool. And even now, with the frame of reference, it still is kind of cool, right? It's a very, like, a narrative-heavy JRPG. And so if you like JRPGs, you'll actually think, I think, you'll actually find a lot of content within Adventure Quest. It's a very surprisingly deep, very, very, very content-filled game with a lot of things going on. And there's actually a lot of really cool secrets that you can find too by clicking on certain things. Again, they made full use, I think, of the interactivity of like Flash to hide things. It's a very, very interesting model, right? The way how you were able to interact with so much of it through your like mouse buttons and like stuff. But listen, I've been over JRPGs for the last like 30 years. And I'm not even 30 yet. I'm just 29. The only reason why I enjoyed Final Fantasy X was because it made me feel so cool, and Final Fantasy VII made me feel so edgy, and Final Fantasy IX because I tried to convince her that the music was like cool, and she didn't believe me, but now she believes it. Other than that, it's kind of it's just a JRPG. I mean, if you like these, then you like the game. So don't know what you're talking about. It looks perfect. No. You think this looks so perfect? We're about to move on to the next part of this chat, and not just any next part, the sequel of this, because this is a two-parter. If you think this looks good now, give me a moment, and I'll show you something even better. Welcome, chat, to the sequel to Adventure Quest. This is their full-fledged MMO, Adventure Quest 3D. Now, I didn't know that the two accounts were separate. I thought it was the same, so I misread that, so I actually don't have an account, so we're playing as a guest. But this... You thought the other game looked good. No. What Artix Entertainment saw and what they decided to do was they said they needed to change. They needed to adapt to the growing landscape, to the changing landscape. What they realized was that they couldn't just live in a browser anymore. No, they wanted to live on your SSDs right beside you at every moment. They made a full MMO game. And boy oh boy, I have no clue what to expect from this. Because again, what we played before, Adventure Quest, just a moment ago, was basically just the JRPG. I have no clue how this game is going to play. And playing a healer for your first time is probably going to be like absolutely mind-numbing. So let's go for a warrior, okay? Classic look. Classic. It's just a guest character, so it doesn't really matter. We'll go on the Red Dragon server. There's a Gold Dragon server for my fellow Southeast Asians. Represent. But this. You thought Adventure Quest looked perfect? No, chat. This is the face of perfection. Now, this game is currently running an event with Moist Critical, and I don't know why. But if you've ever played WoW, this actually controls pretty much the exact same. You use your mouse to control the camera, and you use WASD to move around. Basically, this feels kind of like a WoW Lights immediately just from movement alone, and I'm curious to see how this goes. Walk to weapon. Huh? How do you defeat the skeleton? Press skill buttons to attack enemy. Wow, is that loud? Wow, is that loud? Wow, 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 wow. Ow. Cool. Toiling cloak. Great. Go over here, inventory. Alright, cool. They do the tutorial for this game like a mobile game. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's very... I mean, the whole experience feels like a mobile game. So chests. What? Chest. Daily chest? What's this? Okay, dragon crystals. Alright, pet feed. Chat, this is literally just a mobile game. What is this? Why does it give you so much stuff for free? What did I just do? What? Cosmetic? Okay. What? I feel like I just started playing like... I feel like we just downloaded like a random game off of the Google Play Store that touted itself as like a cinematic RPG experience. And like what we got was like this. Anyways, let's go kill 5 skeletons. Now, this game was announced a very, very long time ago. I remember even as a kid, I remember hearing about this game. And it was still in like beta all the way through. The sound effects are so loud. I'm so sorry. And the crazy part is that even as a kid, I knew about this. So even as like a under high schooler, I would want to say. Being 29 now, that's a long time ago, okay? I thought this game would never come out. And then all of a sudden, it actually came out. And actually, it's actually not that bad for what you get, actually. If you wanted to play WoW, but you couldn't afford the subscription, and all you had was like this, I think you would be hard-pressed to find something better to play at this price point, except maybe Final Fantasy XIV. But then you have to deal with the Limsa Lominsa like dancing tree thing, which I've heard bad things about that, so. But even look at the mechanics. You see the little things on the floor, you know what I mean? Like it's pretty good. It's actually a pretty modern MMO. And it makes sense because this is their flagship sort of like product now. This is sort of the thing that I think, at least from their marketing stuff, is what they're focusing on. You have to make an account? Okay, well, give me a moment. I need to make an account now. Okay, well, now I don't have to make an account. What? Do you have to, or do you not have to make an account? And it's fascinating to sort of see the evolution of this company. Again, going from making browser games and going all the way to like this, we saw how interestingly different it can be. Different games and different companies might do something a little bit different, which is actually fascinating. Free drink coupon. Sure. And it's fascinating because like you would think that they would all be roughly the same in terms of like execution, right? But the truth is, it's not always so easy to. Going from a browser game into like an actual game, it takes a lot of effort. And to see them actually do so and still survive in the very, very different landscape of gaming that there is today, with a lot more, I guess, consumer choice, it's actually fascinating to sort of see this history, this like storied company, go all the way and make it work. Hello, Death. Recently displaced. Good morning. What's the grim look? Never say that pun to me ever again. Sure. Find Death's door. Cool. Okay. And again, I'm glad that it's still up and alive. The company and what they do. Again, I don't necessarily think it's, the best thing ever for like companies to just exist for the sake of existing. But for my nostalgia, for my love of sort of that time period when I had fun just like doing whatever in these games, I'm just happy that it's there, right? I'm just happy that it's there. Is that Vayne? Wow, I figured an epic quest would take even longer. Let's see this. Okay, look, cinematic. Let's see Vayne, chat. Ha! Stick thing? Oh! Amazing comedic timing. Is that all you got, Void King? I will make you wish you could die. Oh, so epic! Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that all you got, buddy? Huh? I'm really gonna need that key. You made a mistake accepting Death's deal, that thing. Yeah, okay, Death isn't bound to me anymore. That sexy manga font, though, right? It's a pretty good manga font. Again, this is way more high quality than I would have ever expected from this game. Than I would have ever expected from, you know, Arctic Entertainment for a game based on their Adventure Quest line of games. And yet, it's pretty good. And they kept that same sort of like level of like seriousness, but and they keep that comedy with them all the way through. That same level of comedy. The same style, the same genre of humor, everything that they do, it's all the exact same. I'm thoroughly kind of surprised, impressed. And I still don't have to sign up. I still don't have to sign up. Claim rewards, sure. Okay, cool. Who are you? So Aldrich. Okay, sure, churn in. 4 void monsters. Let me kill them. Sure. What is a guardian? The best way to support the game is to become a guardian. How do you become a guardian? And the regular font for the names. Yeah, I will say the little text effects around the names are nice too. I do enjoy the little. What does this mean? What does this mean? O mago mais forte de todos. Spanish to EM. O mago mais forte de todos. The strongest magician. That's good. That is good. That is peak comedy, chat. That's peak comedy. He's the strongest magician, chat. The strongest there ever was. Make no bones about it. Okay, we got new armor as well. Again, this is a very like it's not the craziest game ever, right? But if you enjoyed what Adventure Quest had, which I imagine many people did enjoy, because it had its very own unique brand of like humor as well as gameplay, and then they tell you that there's a sequel coming out, and then you know the sequel actually ends up being like this, I think you'd be very, very happy. Naruto. Naruto? This guy's getting shit on. What happened, dude? The game is so easy. How are you dying? Alright, come over. Follow me. Yeah, thanks for rescuing me. No problem. Follow me. Wow, you actually climb up a very long way away, chat. It's actually a pretty impressively open map, too. Again, it's surprising how much quality there is and what I expected to be more of like a joke game, but it's not even. It doesn't feel like a joke game. It feels like someone's serious efforts. And they actually did like a decent job. Again, it doesn't feel bad to play. I wouldn't play it, but I don't play MMOs in like general, so I'm a bad litmus test for if it's like a really good game. I just know that I wouldn't. If I had to play an MMO, I probably would only play for nostalgia at this point. Again, there's something to be said about MMOs in general. And how much time that they require from you. And so it's like very hard to want to versus like any single player experience now. It's like any good MMO, you can play this game in a single player fashion. Oh god. The game crashed. The game crashed and nearly took out my entire computer. Well, you know what? That was a great showing of what Adventure Quest has to offer in this day and age. And there's not much time today anyway, so it's a good thing that the game crashed. It was a good sign for us to stop. And honestly, I'm very surprised. What little we've seen of both games, I mean, I'm surprised that it even evolved to as far as it did. And it feels like a much better sort of MMO compared to like something like, say, WoW or Final Fantasy XIV. It's actually surprisingly active, because you have to get in range to use skills, and you have to automatically, like, it doesn't automatically do it, and it's not tab targeted. Like, it actually feels good to, like, play. And boy, oh boy, is it, I ran out of things to say. Can somebody think of something good to say about this game? Vampire Hunters are cool. Vampire Hunters are cool, and I hope that there's a Vampire Hunter class in this MMO. Should you play this? Maybe. I don't know. See if you like this. I don't know. It's up to you. It's free. Just go download. It's free.